This week on Machinery Pete TV, Greg is in Allegan, Michigan for the Ken Darby farm sale. The twin jewels of his line of red equipment are these Magnum 305s. There's tons of documented history behind this late model Silver King. And Ken tells the story of selling one tractor to get the one he really wanted.
Your machinery is a serious investment and at the heart of every farming operation. Some call it a passion. We're Machinery Pete TV, and today we'll cover everything from auction roundups to the classics to the latest trends and technology. Machinery Pete, the most trusted name in farm equipment.
Machinery Pete thanks these premier sponsors for their support. Sullivan Auctioneers, a big iron company. Let our team of professionals show you how to make your auction a success. Visit sullivanauctioneers.com. For farmers working to lift, change, and repair tires, check out the Tire Grabber at thetiregrabber.com. Protect Systems, it's what professionals choose to clean, polish, and protect their equipment. Protect Systems products are easy to use and provide consistent professional results every time. Big Iron Auctions and the Share Your Legacy program, promoting the future of agriculture with amazing legacy stories from across America. Hey folks, welcome to Machinery Pete TV, coming at you this week from a very breezy Allegan, Michigan. And I tell you, it's an honor to be here to cover the retirement auction for Ken and Joy Darby, Darby Farms. And today we're going to get up close to three beautiful case-age tractors on the auction. Now this is an online auction, so kind of a unique opportunity. We're going to get up close and learn a lot about these tractors with owner Ken Darby. But before we get started, it's time for Share Your Legacy from our partners at Big Iron.
Our next story takes us to Galva, Illinois, where a 90-year-old trucking company keeps the wheels turning with hard work and honesty.
My dad started in 1933, and we've just continued on with it. It's take care of your customers. That's the best way to keep it going. We don't advertise very much. We hauled livestock, grain. We had cream routes. Round the clock, we'd run the livestock and grain in the daytime and haul cream at night.
Bell Trucking had quite a history with the Chicago stockyards, traveling many times. We have a print from the 1900s of what the stockyard on the south side of Chicago originally looked like. And of course the gates. Everyone's familiar with the Chicago stockyard gates. Dwayne belongs to a Chicago Stockyard Collectors Club and likes to display many of our important information and the history here that he enjoys sharing and the stories that go along with it.
I drove to Chicago the first time was on December 12th, and I drove a 1947 International, and the heater was so small I had to scrape the ice off the inside. It was cold.
My grandpa was a lot like Dad, or Dad was a lot like him. Dad, he told you stay out of the truck, you stay out of the truck. So Grandpa, you get up in there, let's back over here, let's do this. And he'd scooter or whatever right beside me and everything and that. And had me backing up to the deck house, and we'd take decks out of the livestock trailers or put them in and clean them out and stuff like that. He'd have me move the trucks around. I wasn't very old either. I'm maybe 12, 13 years old.
The family has the world's best work ethic, and that work ethic carries through not only in trucks but in everything they do. I've watched my mother and father-in-law go above and beyond to serve Galva, our beautiful little town, in more ways that people notice and don't notice. But Dwayne has probably one of the best hearts of any adult male I've ever met.
Well, I'm 85 years old, so I don't know how much future I got left. But, it's been a wonderful place to live, and it's still a good place to live. What legacy means to me is being the friendship we have here, and I hope it continues on.
Visit BigIron.com to watch full episodes and to submit your Share Your Legacy stories.
For over 40 years, Big Iron has been America's trusted name in auctions. From farm equipment to real estate, to livestock and classic cars, we offer full service support to all of our sellers. In 2022, Big Iron acquired Sullivan Auctioneers in an effort to elevate the level of service provided to our customers. Both companies sharing similar small town origins, our stories begin the same. Combined, our over 80 years of experience has established best practices to better serve our customers in the online auction space. With our large online selection of equipment, engaged bidder base, and full service approach, we take pride in consistently exceeding our customers' expectations. Big Iron Auctions and Sullivan Auctioneers. Truly, we are better together.
I'm here with John Witter. You have quite a new solution that is going to have a lot of interest, I think, from the farm side and the dealer side.
The system allows us to restore paint back to or better than factory new condition, and most importantly, we can seal and protect that paint so that we do not have to polish it again. The product bonds to the paint and just wipes off with a beautiful finish and shine.
The difference in that is amazing.
It's pretty easy to see which side you'd like, right?
Yeah.
We have sprayers, combines, everything. We use a tire grabber. It can go down to a two-man job, changing tires and sprayers.
They work so well. Speeds up our change time, stuff like that. But reach in, you can grab hold of them and change them.
Sprayers, unloading combines when they come in off the trucks, makes it a lot easier to pull the duals off and put new duals on.
Is your closet cramped and cluttered? Well, now there's Space Triangles, the clever new hanging device that fits over any hanger to save you closet space in seconds. And now may be your last chance to get them for a low price. Now you can vertically hang multiple items, guaranteeing that you'll have up to 70% more space in your closet. Your closet can go from messy to marvelous in no time with ease. The ingenious slip-over design secures the hangers vertically. It snugly fits all types of hangers to save you space. Order now to get an 18-piece set of Space Triangles for just $9.99. But wait, due to rising costs and supply chain shortages, this may be your last chance to get Space Triangles at this low price. There is a strict limit of 1 closet pack per order while supplies last. Once they're gone forever. Order now.
Call 1-800-942-5170. Call or visit spacetriangles.com. So call 1-800-942-5170 now.
Hey folks, I'm here with Ken Darby with Darby Farms, Allegan, Michigan. And Ken, your retirement sale here, you have a pair of Magnum 305s. What do we have, an 08 and an 07?
Yes, sir.
Okay, how many hours?
4,000.
43?
4,300 approximately, and around 38 approximately on the other one. Sorry, I don't know the numbers exactly, but I should. Both excellent tractors. I had the 07 first. Really liked the tractor. Had an opportunity to buy the 08 a few years later, and so I did. Kept the 08 on the bean planter just because the 07 I had always on the corn planter. That way, if we had a field that was, I had a field that was ready to go to beans mid-planting season, I could just jump in without unhooking and wiring harnesses nowadays. Kind of made it simple just to do that. It was a convenience factor. Both equally loved tractors. I mean, they both operate exactly the same. This one does have the suspended front axle. Truthfully, I never thought much difference preference-wise. It's just this one did have a few more hours on it when I bought it.
Okay. Well, now, Ken, it was interesting. We were talking before we started filming here, and you mentioned that you pretty much farm on your own.
Yes, I do. I farmed on my own. I did have a little help for a short stint there. A good friend, and worked out to where he had a better opportunity, and I encouraged him to do that. And but before that and after that, I was 100% on my own, and I still am.
Interesting here with the same model, 2 of them. Was that a little bit a piece of your strategy?
It was very much so, because of the fact that if I needed one on a corn planter and or something ever happened, it was not an issue to go from one seat to the other. It wasn't like I had to relearn controls. It just was systematically, and it didn't really, it was just the thought process of, well, why not have 2 exactly the same? They're kind of sharing the exact same responsibilities from spring to fall. They both worked well on the grain cart, as well as side dressing, nitrogen, as well as planting.
Yeah.
So it just was never, one was a favorite, they both were favorites. It just was a shared responsibility between the two.
Right, and again, both of them pre-def Preacher 4.
Yes.
That's a huge factor.
Yep, Cummins engines, it's just, and they've been good to me.
And you're a big Cummins engine guy.
Yes, and we are fortunate, about 40 miles from us here in Grand Rapids, Michigan, we have a Cummins store as well as dealership for working on them. And so didn't always have to go back to the dealer, whether it was for an engine part or service. You could always rely on a second source. So it gave you a better opportunity to explore other avenues.
Sure. Now, Ken, we were chatting again a little bit, and you've rambled all over the country to find your equipment. Now, these two 305s, did they come local or?
No, this one came, I believe, out of Indiana, if I remember right, which I'm good there, but this one did come out of Nebraska.
Nebraska?
Yep.
Okay.
I believe it was around Lincoln. Was looking, wasn't finding, come across it at a John Deere dealership out there, and wound up running out and purchasing it and bringing it home and putting it to work.
You've put some miles on over the years, haven't you, Ken?
It's just as much fun to hunt for it as it is to own it.
That's, I love that spirit. That is awesome.
Yeah, no, it makes it fun.
From the maker of Dakota Shine comes the power of foam. Simply foam on, let sit a few minutes, and power wash it off. Cuts your wash time in half and doesn't hurt electrical sensors or controls. Use on your largest, dirtiest equipment or on your late model pickup. Neutralizes and washes away road salts and farm chemicals. Call 888-996-7801 or order online at dakotaAgInnovations.com or visit your local farm store to pick up the power of foam.
You like to keep your beard perfectly groomed, but she hates all that mess. Now there's VacuTrim by Bell & Howell, the total body shaver that trims your hair and vacuums it up. VacuTrim stainless steel blades give you a precision cut, while the built-in vacuum captures the hair shavings. It has 20 trim settings to shape your beard and tame body hair with no mess. Get VacuTrim with free shipping for only $39.95.
Call 1-800-263-3960. That's 1-800-263-3960 or go to vacutrim.com.
Do you listen to the TV on high volume or have trouble hearing conversations? Then you would benefit from hearing aids. Don't waste thousands on expensive hearing aids when you can get Nano's revolutionary technology for just $297. Don't be fooled by higher-priced hearing aids. The CIC Recharge is a true hearing aid, not an amplifier. With rechargeable technology many customers say is superior to more expensive models. Call now and get not one, but two Nano hearing aids for just $297. Plus, we'll add a portable charging case and ship your order absolutely free. The CIC Recharge has a tiny in-the-ear canal design that is nearly invisible. Why keep missing out on important conversations or waste thousands of dollars? Call and get two CIC Recharge hearing aids for only $297 and free shipping.
800-317-7966. Again, that's 800-317-7966.
Flashing lights. See them, and you know to go slow. Now we put that same technology in the palm of your hand with Lizard Flare. It's the high-tech safety flare with no flame. Lizard Flare uses 15 high-intensity LED strobes that can be seen nearly a mile away, and a powerful magnet that sticks to your car without exiting the vehicle. Look, flares are dangerous, but Lizard Flare won't let you down. A dead battery, an empty gas tank. With Lizard Flare, help is on the way. Lizard Flare Pro has an ultra-bright flashlight too.
Get your Lizard Flare for only $9.99, but wait, Lizard Flare may be discontinued. Due to rising costs, Lizard Flare is stopping manufacturing effective immediately. There is a strict limit of 2 vehicle packs per order. Call now.
This may be your last chance, so call 1-800-904-4750. That's 1-800-904-4750 or visit lizardflare.com now.
Hey folks, I'm here with Dave Wachowski, District Manager for Big Iron in Michigan. And Dave, you are a busy dude. You got the whole state of Michigan for Big Iron.
Yeah, we definitely burning the tires off the company car.
Yeah.
So.
Now you're in Midland, Michigan?
Yep, it's about 2.5 hours kind of northeast of Allegan where we are today.
Okay. So coming over here, working with Darby Farms on this sale, wow, can you walk us through? I understand it came together kind of quickly.
Yeah, I believe we actually signed the agreement like on the 2nd or 3rd of March. And so there's been a lot of trips. Fortunately, I got a real strong team. We flew some guys out, you know, when we lined up the equipment, took all the pictures. So it was a real team effort there. And then obviously the folks at the home office with making sure all the T's are crossed and I's are dotted, definitely put it all together.
The support team you guys have at Big Iron is amazing. At the home office, like you say, and the pictures and videos, I mean, I've always been a fan of how you guys do the listings, but I know that's a ton of work on your end.
Yeah, and it's quite a process. You know, you think, you know, we'll just snap a few pics and put it on the internet, right? But there's a whole team of people. There's almost 240 lots in this sale. You know, they look at them, and there's been several times they send me an email, and I come for a ride and redo lots. You know, it's pretty strict.
Well, attention to detail.
Yep.
That's what matters, doesn't it?
Yep, for sure.
So talk about working with Ken and Joy here. Beautiful equipment. What has that been like, Dave?
So it's been actually nice. I mean, Ken, I think we'll find out he's been around looking at equipment and stuff, so he understands it. He understands the process, and he understands what it, you know, kind of takes. So that was in a way a big blessing, because it wasn't a lot of time trying to teach them how to put a sale together, especially in a kind of a short time frame. Right. Where, you know, if we had this sale in July, we would have had 4 or 5 months, you know, to get it figured out. Right. But so yeah, it's been a pleasure working with them.
It's a little bit unusual. So it's a very late tractor. I mean, Silver King's production in Plymouth stopped in 1954. That's a 1952. The other thing that's significant about it is that it's a four-wheel standard tractor, but it also has a Model 381 hydraulic hitch on the back. Typically, you see the 381 hydraulic hitch on the three-wheel tractor. It's longer, has more ballast in the front. The four-wheel tractor, it's a little bit different to see that. The other interesting thing about it is that it actually still has its front wheel weights. And then probably the most significant thing about it was that we have the original factory invoice for the tractor from Fate Root Heath, where the tractor was a demonstration tractor here at Ohio State University for a year prior to being transferred to Rogers to be resold. Rogers kept the tractor, utilized it for pulling hay wagons. It's got the original rubber on it from '52. The tractor's pretty much all original, save for a few parts that had to be replaced for just wear items that were no good anymore. We have records stating that March 17th of 1952 it was shipped to Ohio State. Probably went through one academic cycle and then was transferred off for resale. So I brought it home and had it running enough that I drove it off the trailer. But it struggled a little bit and we couldn't figure out why. Come to find out, mice had built a nest in the fuel tank. Not just any nest, but it was built out of pink fiberglass insulation. Nothing that's either fuel or water soluble, of course. And the tank is baffled. So it was quite the experience to try to get the nest out of the tank. It made quite a mess, but finally got the fuel system all cleared out. I pulled the cylinder head off of it just to make sure that we didn't have anything too bad going on inside. I did have one exhaust valve that had seen better days, and you could hear it in the exhaust. I have several Silver Kings. That one's my favorite.
Well folks, good used track tractors have been really hot here the past few years at auction, and I tell you, stick around because our feature item on the show today is an 09 535 Quadtrac with 4,762 hours.
Hi, I'm Bob Euchre. I was 5 years old when Lou Gehrig gave his famous Luckiest Man speech. Lou retired from baseball that day because of the devastating disease known as ALS. Back then, I never imagined I would one day grow up to be a Major League Baseball player or spend my life in baseball. And I certainly didn't imagine that ALS would take my daughter Leanne's life and another close friend. ALS robs a person of their ability to walk, talk, eat, and breathe. It's been 8 decades since Lou's speech, and we still don't have a cure. But we are making progress turning ALS from a fatal disease into a livable one, and we need your help to finally strike out ALS. Please join us in the fight by visiting ALS.org. Thank you.
If you or a loved one has mesothelioma or any other asbestos-related cancer, call now. Asbestos manufacturers sold deadly asbestos materials to thousands of companies, putting workers at risk. An estimated $30 billion in court-ordered trusts have been set aside to pay out claims to asbestos victims. You may be entitled to a portion of these funds and receive compensation without filing a lawsuit or ever going to court.
For your free legal consultation, call 800-281-7095. That's 800-281-7095. I'm a non-attorney spokesperson.
Imagine a knife taking this much abuse and didn't need sharpening. Introducing the incredible NutriBlade knives, coated with granite stone non-stick and made of stainless steel, one of the hardest substances on earth. Now everyone can chop, slice, and dice just like a pro. Order right now to get this professional 6-piece set of NutriBlades for just $29.95. We'll even ship them to you free. Get your own NutriBlade knives, the last knives you'll ever buy.
Got equipment to sell privately but tired of scams and hassles? Visit MachineryPete.com and click Sell Mine. MachineryPete.com, the simple and secure way to buy and sell equipment online.
Hey folks, we're back with owner-seller here, Ken Darby with Darby Farms, talking about your 2009 Case H 535 Quadtrac. Now, Ken, we were visiting a little before, and there's quite a backstory here because before you had this tractor, you came out to my hometown of Benson, Minnesota.
Yes, sir.
I'll let you pick it up from there.
Bought an 8850 Kinsey Repower from Bob.
Bob Zilsdorf.
Zilsdorf, thank you. Was intending on farming with that, and as the semi come around the corner, the neighbor had seen it, followed it in. He wanted the tractor worse than I wanted it.
Now, and we need to say, folks, that my hometown of Benson, Minnesota, it's a little haul from Allegan, Michigan.
Yeah, it was a little trip out there. I had found it when the internet was still kind of new.
Yep.
And I told my wife, I said, this is worth investigating. Threw an overnight bag together, and I should have threw 2 nights over bags together because a little longer drive, but we did it. Yeah, I got there. Tractor was good and brought it and got it shipped in right away because it was early spring. They're gonna be.
Yep.
And wanted to do a few things before it went to the field. And like I say, the neighbor seen the truck come around the corner, and
as you were bringing it home
as
from
it was
Minnesota.
coming in on the semi from Minnesota, yeah, it hadn't been on the farm yet.
And he bought it.
And he wound up buying it from me.
And that led
led me to buying this, which was really more of the dream to begin with. So it was it worked out, and this has been here since then, and it wouldn't be leaving except I'm retiring. So
nice. Now this is not your first track tractor.
No, I had a 9400T that I disliked, and we'll leave it at that.
It's not your favorite.
It was not my favorite. This, hands down, just yeah, second wife. But I don't need 2 wives.
And like 4,760 hours.
Yeah, and I've put those hours on. I am the second owner.
Okay.
It was lower houred when I bought it. My mind ain't as sharp as it used to be. I can't tell you exactly, but it was never a tractor that, you look forward every year to getting in it and going.
And these things, I mean, pre-def, pre-tier 4.
Yeah, just been a tremendous tractor for me, and it never has really caused me any issues.
Well, when I looked at the sale bill on the listing of the sale, Ken, I admit this tractor jumped out at me, and it's like, wow, you're going to get some interest in this baby.
And I've always housed it, and it's been my pride and joy.
Well folks, I hope you had the opportunity to catch a couple of our recent Machinery Pete TV show episodes where we dropped in on a collector car auction in Carthage, Illinois. It was great fun to watch those vintage muscle cars sell. And it's interesting, people don't associate Machinery Pete with auction pricing on pickups and cars, but actually if you go to our website, machinerypete.com, we've got over 63,000 auction prices on pickups, over 14,000 prices on cars. And I tell you, I've seen some really interesting items sold lately at auction. On an October 15th sale in Staples, Minnesota, this 2001 Ford F-250 with 61,143 one-owner miles on it sold for $40,000. And folks, that's the second highest auction price I've ever seen on a Ford 2001 model pickup, so pretty cool there. Now that same day, October 15th, down in Russellville, Kentucky, on an estate sale, this very yellow 2016 GMC Sierra 2500 with only 6,872 miles on it sold for $44,000. So if you love the color yellow, probably a great buy there. Now 1 week before, on a sale, a collector auction, October 7th in Winona, Minnesota, this 1989 Dodge W150 sweet truck sold for $23,500, and the same sale had this 1991 Ram 150, just over 108,000 miles on it, sold for $22,000. Now, not everything is shiny collector condition. On an October 18th estate auction in Lee Center, New York, this 1995 Cadillac Eldorado, which I think probably ran when parked, maybe, sold for $250. And this mid-1980s Pontiac Fiero, yes, there's a Fiero under there somewhere, sold for $200. Well folks, I hope you enjoyed our visit to Allegan, Michigan today to drop in for the online farm retirement auction for Darby Farms. I tell you, just a treat to hang around Ken and Joy Darby, great folks. And how about the feature item on the show, that 2009 Case H Steiger 535 Quadtrac, selling for $222,850. Now, pretty interesting there, folks. I could tell you that's the 7th highest auction price ever on a 535 Quadtrac, but really it's the highest auction price in 7.5 years, going back to Thanksgiving weekend of 2015. And actually, it's the highest auction price ever on a 535 Quadtrac with over $1,800. And remember, Ken and Joy's had 4,762 hours. So here again, proof, folks, it literally pays to take great care of your equipment. Machinery Pete thanks these premier sponsors for their support. Sullivan Auctioneers, a big iron company. Let our team of professionals show you how to make your auction a success. Visit sullivanauctioneers.com. For farmers working to lift, change, and repair tires, check out the Tire Grabber at thetiregrabber.com. Protect Systems, it's what professionals choose to clean, polish, and protect their equipment. Protect Systems products are easy to use and provide consistent professional results every time. Big Iron Auctions and the Share Your Legacy program, promoting the future of agriculture with amazing legacy stories from across America.